Cancerian people, it's Alex Morgan, Psychic Medium here. Today I will be reading for your star sign, Cancers, as we look at the trusty tarot cards. I'll be connecting to your angels, your guides, your loved ones, and seeing what messages awaits for you during this April month for 2020. So join me as we connect and we look in towards what's going on for you with all the juicy information. So you Cancer people, your element is water. Your ruler is the moon, so it explains your intuition, the goddess ability. Your greatest overall compatibilities are those Capricorns and those Taurian people who are like those horny bulls. Hello, men. And your date range is from June 21 to July 22. So those between June 21 and July 22 are known for their Cancerian sign. So some of the strengths that we can see in Cancerians are that they're tenacious, they're highly imaginative, they're very loyal, very emotional, they're also persuasive, and they're also sympathetic. So meaning they get along, they understand who you are. The weaknesses around Cancerians is that they're very moody, oh lordy, they're very suspicious, so they always have their little guards out. They know if someone's up to something, or if their gut feeling's not right, they'll know it straight away. They can be manipulative and a little bit insecure. But Cancer likes arts, home-based hobbies, relaxing near and water, helping loved ones, and a good meal with friends is always a great treat for everyone. But Cancer dislikes strangers, any criticism, and revealing of personal life. So they can hide themselves just a little bit. In saying that, Cancers also can have some of the great loving and nurturing effects, but depending if they open themselves up properly, they'll let you in. So anyway, Cancers, let's have a look what cards await for you for the month of April. So you Cancerians, let's connect to your angels, your guides, your loved ones, and let's ask to connect to the energy of all you who are watching, and let's see what messages awaits for you during this time. So we're going to call upon the energy of the Cancerians for April for 2020, and we'll call upon our guides, our angels, our loved ones, and see what cards will come out for us during this time. So let's have a shuffle. We want 5 cards. All right. Oh, hello. Next card. Strength. We've got the Strength cards. We've got the Ace of Cups. And we have got 9 of Swords and the Star. Alright, so 3 of Swords. Now, I've been getting this card a lot for a lot of people. I believe we had this for the Aries sign, and we had this for the Aquarius. So basically, the 3 of Swords means deception, disloyalty, heartbreaks. It also refers to backstabbing and betrayal. So just be careful of who you're associating with within your energy at this present moment, because I feel there is a lot of uneasiness, there's a lot of uncertainty within this relationship type of thing. Now, when I talk about relationships, I'm talking, it doesn't necessarily have to be an intimate relationship. It can talk about, you know, business relationship, work relationship, family relationship, whatever it may need to be. But I personally do feel within your own type of relationship, so more your sexual relationships and stuff like that, just be mindful during this time. Make sure that there is clear communication, and make sure that you are willing and openly honest with everything that goes on, because that can be one of the biggest lessons that, you know, Cancerians can face. Because since they can be quite into their own self and they don't really, you know, reveal a lot of their personal life, you can tend to hide yourself. And I feel during this time, there may be a lot of uncertainty within relationships. There may be a lot of uncertainty within your career, or not necessarily that, but there is going to be some changes coming through. So just be mindful who you relate to and what goes on. Remember, we can heal the heart, and healing the heart takes time. We can't just rush in from one relationship to another and etc. like that. But it does say to me that, which you can see in the picture, there is clouds. So there has been a lot of greatness in your life, meaning there has been some emotions, there's been a lot of, hiding of things, there's been a lot of, just feeling overall down and depressed and everything like that. So just make sure that you keep yourself vibrating higher in the energy. And if you need to sever ties with anyone, now is the time to definitely do that. So keep yourself being positive, but make sure you're not just going with the flow and just being like, yeah, I'm just going with it, whatever happens, happens. Make sure you actually stand up and speak about what goes on during this time as well. The next card for you, Cancerians, is the Strength card. And hello, Lions, roar, hello, hello, hello. The Strength card is actually connecting and telling you that you have the strength right now. No matter what's going on, you need to stand in that power of self. And once you stand in that power of self, you're going to really allow yourself to shine. And I think there's going to be some amazing transformations happening for you, because that Strength card is showing you, and that willingness, that no matter how hard your struggles may be right now, you will overcome this situation and you will get yourself further and further and further into some amazing new opportunities and insights that await for you. It's a great time for you to start new plans, go on to new chapters or new studies, whatever it may need to be. Find that strength inwards, but make sure you're not going through that emotional period, because it can be quite hard. It can be quite deceptive at the same time. Get out of your stubbornness as well. So really take the charge. Open your doorways up, and whatever area you have to focus on, then definitely go into that. I definitely do see that there is going to be some changes with travel and everything like that for you. So whether or not you are thinking about relocating or moving house, there is definitely a very strong change, but just be mindful on traveling. Now, I know traveling has been cut down for a lot of people at the moment, but I feel like there may be some changes or changes towards your current travel. So maybe you had some plans or adventures that you wanted to go on to. Just be mindful that they will be delayed for the next 6 to 12 months. But besides that, there are going to be some great adventures coming your way. Do be mindful of some form of new opportunity that will come through. So whether it's work or relationship, there is definitely some sort of new opportunity coming through, but you need to get your warrior type out now. So don't let anyone walk all over you. Connect to your intuition, connect inwards and find that love and that, humility that you're all about, because the Strength is saying that you have the courage, you have the power. This is your time now to fly free, and don't let any of the negative naysayers define you or bring you down. I want to say to you, I don't know why, but there's very much of a sexual craving as well. So maybe you need some little bit of love action in your life. Go have some fun, let your hair down, enjoy the time, but don't say no to accepting opportunities to meet people or talk to people in a relationship scheme of things. Whether or not you're having difficulties in that side of things, then you understand where you need to be around that. The other card that we have for you guys is the New Beginnings card, and what that is the Ace of Cups. And this is a fantastic card, because what it's saying now is that there is all about new beginnings. You can see that the cup is empty, and what that means by having an empty cup is that you can now manifest, you can now create what you want into your life and actually allow that flow to come in. You see the eye, so the eye represents that, things are being seen for you. Things are changing. The eye sees all. And it's just a matter now of you connecting to your angels, your guides, your loved ones, writing down what you want to manifest, connecting to your higher self, whatever it may need to be. This is your time now to allow everything to form. And I feel like this is the formation that's happening. Yes, we have been going through a lot of emotional times, and this month may seem a little bit more challenging than others, but I feel like, once we come into that narrow head, and what I mean by that is once things start to really pan out and you can see changes, that's when the new beginnings are really gonna start to form. And that's an amazing thing for you. The other connection is, as the cup is golden, the goldness, it's that royalty color. So this is your time now to know that you are insanely protected from your angels, your guides, but this is your time now to also allow that trust, allow yourself to really connect inwards, and go do some Buddha meditations, or go get into the meditations and that bliss. Just really connect and have that have that tranquility. And as you start to have that tranquility, you're going to start to find a lot of amazing adventures coming your way. So that's a fantastic card to have around that. The other thing is, I don't know why, but I just feel like that there's like a pause and a silence at the moment. So if your world is a little bit chaotic, Cancerians, it's your time now to just pause and just, tap yourself into some form of healing world, whether it's, going through the meditation, you're just laying yourself on the bed and, just putting your hand over your heart or your stomach and just imagine yourself reikiing the energy throughout your body, or just, balancing your chakras with crystals, whatever it may need to be. I think that's your connection around that as well. The other thing that I'm also getting is get some form of carnelian, which is a great crystal. Carnelian is all about wealth protection. It's all about the solar plexus. It's all about bringing that exciting energy in. So I think, use your crystals and really connect inwards with that. The Nine of Swords represent that you are got a bit of fear at the moment. There is some depression, there is some nightmares, and there's anxiety going on. So you are concerned at the moment. You are going through the tip of the iceberg, and this tip of the iceberg is a bit like, oh no, why this, why that? But I feel like, once you start to pause and you start to really look at where you're wanting to go and what's happening, I think a lot of things are going to make a lot of sense for you. But during this time, it's important to not allow everything to become so overwhelmed, because when we become so overwhelmed by everything, that's when we hold into this negative vibration and the energy of fear. So don't allow that to come into. I definitely do feel like that, there is going to be some amazing insights, but just be mindful with any outsiders, so like mother-in-law's opinions or people who want to put you down or drag you down, because I think that's the biggest problem around that. But this is the time for you to really connect to your intuition. And the Star is an amazing card to finish off with, because the Star is like, you are the brightness, you are the person who can radiate. The Star is all about your intuition, so flow free. You can see that she's playing with, the water, and, she's got the water in the pots, and she's, releasing, and there's like a yellow sunflower, there's the big star in the middle. So things are changing. Once we start to let go of those emotions and those things that are holding us back, things are really going to start to flow. And I feel that's the positivity in your life. So right now, go through these changes, go through these transitions, because a lot of big amazing moments are going to happen. But right now, you may feel like you've got all the chains and you can't move, you can't do this, you can't do that. It will change, but it's a matter of you trusting and believing that a lot of great things are on the cards for you. So one step at a time, Cancerians, you will be fine. Trust the process. Everything happens for a reason. Despite how hard things may be, you will get there in the end. So that's for you, Cancers. Have a fantastic month. I think there's going to be some amazing times coming through. Just watch out for any of the backstabbing, disloyalty and all that. If there's a relationship that you're going through right now, just be mindful. I feel like communication will be okay. But if you have to sever ties, then do it. But there's going to be new beginnings happening. So new beginnings are always exciting. But I definitely do feel like there is some form of new relationship or online connection coming. So have a look, explore it, and see what happens. Drop a comment down below if this made sense to you, and if you could relate to it. Make sure you go follow me on my social media, which is Alex Morgan Psychic Medium on Facebook, Alex Morgan PM on Instagram, and of course, go check out all my previous videos on YouTube, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you, everyone!